Man, been a minute. What's going on? It's your boy Lucky Loco, man. I want to come over and say what's up to the YouTube Yarda. Welcome to the Battlegrounds. If you're new to the channel, man, comment. Let me know what you think. More stuff that you would like to hear about the Native American peoples. As we know, we got Chris from AZ. I still owe him a story, and I'm working on it, man. Just doing my background research, my own, checking out the people, the watch day. Yeah, just chilling, man. Just working this graveyard. This is like the morning for me, so I look a little rugged, a little rough. Um, but it's all good. Getting ready to hell, go do the graveyard shift and go work, man. And yeah, it's been quite a journey. Going through the YouTube yard, and I just did a YouTube video on that, man. Hey, what's up, Salad Bowl 831? Yeah, I just did a video. It's uploading right now. Talking about the predator behaviors of a certain YouTuber on the YouTube yard that kind of a lingerer. Kind of never, I just unsubbed his stuff, man. I unsubbed from his YouTube to his Instagram. Um, Man, it's pretty disturbing behavior, and the reason why I got involved into it for everybody, Salad Bowl. For anybody that's been following me, man, knows that I don't jump in the drama or the YouTube drama, man. Because a lot of the stuff is really not my um position to say anything when people get into YouTube drama. Back in the day when Gunner going at everybody's going at Gunner, everybody's going at Flacco, everybody's going at this person. Now the waves turn. People started, just started trolling, getting going fighting with each other in comments. What are you doing on this live? Go jump back on that live, and you know, uh, just the whole drama. I never got involved in that stuff, man. But for anybody that's been following me, uh, I've been uploading stories of the missing and murdered Indigenous women, and that's the reason why I got involved, man. Because a lot of the predatory behaviors can't be can't be accepted, man. And that goes for people that support SPM, the people that just certain stuff, man. You've got to be protectors of our women, our children, vulnerabilities. People, scamming one people is one thing, but when people start acting real predator and start assaulting these women, getting them drunk, and doing all this crazy stuff to them, and it's man, dude. And one time I went to go check, just went back to go check to see what was going on with homeboys, if he was going to say anything back or try to stick up for himself, and all he had to say was, "That's why I appreciate your honesty and integrity, man. I appreciate it, man." And and to see him started talking smack, and it doesn't matter if somebody's in the video I uploaded is talking about, like, I watch people's channels, people who wore a wire and did a controlled buy, went to court, and they came back from that. They came back from that and started their channels, started explaining stories, and another channel I watched where a person wrote a book about their life, their criminal upbringing, and went to court and testified too. And he came back from that, changed his life, man. And a lot of them do, and a lot of them I do appreciate that, man. And some dropped out of gangs and went SNY, and they came back from that. There's certain stuff that you can come back from, but there's certain stuff that you can't, like predatory behavior. With my 18-year-old daughter, with my minor children, with minor nephews, nieces, even if they're not even part of my family, bro. A lot of these kids, they got so much to deal with, and it sounds like he was going after people that grew up in broken homes and vulnerability of somebody being nice to them, taking advantage of them, knowing that the inner city workings of somebody that, hey, I like to drink, I like to do this, and inviting them over to his crib and whatever happened, man. And to have them wake up on some Diddy stuff, wake up and they've been violated, they've been s assaulted by a grown adult that should know better. And the sick part is working with the communities of taking pictures of these children, of these women, and getting all this stuff going, man. And see, lucky love lifestyles of the broke and the homeless, man. Man, I appreciate you tapping in. And I appreciate the comments, man. I appreciate you guys viewing. I appreciate you guys coming in and tapping in, man. And like I said, this channel is about exposing predatory behavior. That's why I started with the missing and murdered Indigenous women stories on my channel, the pages. And a lot of this stuff goes on, and Native Americans are targeted because of the vulnerability of abuse, of broken homes, and drug abuse, alcohol abuse. And these kids are targeted on my community, on my reservation. The people I see out here, the people that do come up missing and never seen again. And when they do, there's it's an unfortunate situation. Now, if you have somebody in the community that does act a certain way, and has that predatory behavior, man, I appreciate everybody with a huge platform that speaks on this type of stuff, of exposing anybody. And it's not about clicks and views. It's not about someone feeling superior about it. And you know uh, it's all about doing the right thing. And doing the right thing sometimes ruffles feathers, but I don't see anybody really jumping out of the woods to how do you say, jumping out the woods and being like, hey man, he's not like that. He's been he's a that's not the homie. He doesn't get just looking out for his community. He really does. If he's being chased out of each part, I mean, the story's just it's adding up. Men not being no black and whites, man, but there's definitely a pattern. And these patterns of just like, what happened with Diddy, Harvey Weinstein, and all these other people, there's a pattern of power of abuse, power of knowing vulnerabilities, of knowing somebody's weaknesses, knowing somebody's situation, like going to these battered women's home. Just these stories, just the couple stories from, shout out to Upstate Point of View, to Listo for coming out with this. He came out with the video, and the only thing someone has bad to say about Listo, he don't show his face. He don't have to show his face. I still watch him, still support him, still watch EBK, watch Renegade, I watch Paradigm, and all these things, man. And it's true, like what Listo said, a lot of these channels really need to start banding together and exposing this person. There may not be no black and white on me, but like I said, there's a pattern, there's a behavior, it's definitely. And I hope stuff goes to criminal court, man. Let me see. Been following you for a minute. Hope all is well. Lifestyle of the broke and homeless, man. I may not be homeless, but I'm damn near broke every single time. But it's from paying bills and taking care of the familia, taking care of my kids, taking care of my household, man. And just doing the damn thing. And everything's great, man. And I appreciate you asking, man. And I hope everything's great for you too, brother. And people tapping in. And but yeah, that's just something I wanted to voice my opinion on. Something that's and then the bully behavior of like, oh, be a man, come at me, be a man, you got my number, I'm the only one there to be a man. I can only imagine how he acts towards these kids, you know what I mean? Of like, oh, you better, just that bully sick behavior of like, oh, because I know damn well being accused of something like that, I'm not going to take it too lightly either. But it's just, if somebody says something like that, it's like, whatever. I don't get down like that. Hopefully, everybody knows I don't get down like that. Um, but you just never know, homie. And when somebody has that behavior, I've never hung out with anybody or seen anybody assault a woman. Um, or take somebody in the room when they're all drunk. I've never seen anybody with that type of behavior. I've had plenty of homies that were males and females that were womenizers that get around and stuff, but they were consenting adults. And that's a big difference between, the homie going out and, he has it made like that to where he goes out to nightclubs and goes home with something or has a bunch of girlfriends and, consenting adults. You can't, not just, man, homie gets around, homie gets down, man. Homie gets it, man. Homie gets some women. I've never had anybody really they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna take this woman that's passed out and into the room," and it's just like I've never seen that. I've never been to a party where people are doing that type of behavior. Um, but you know, if something like that went down around me, I'm sorry, but I'd have to jack that person up, man. I'd have to, be a protector of these women, of the especially minor women. It's pretty crazy, um, pretty crazy behavior. So the reason why I speak out about it, man, before I go to work is because there's so much abuse that goes on, for these kids that, like I said, the inner city kids, the broken homes, you know, the vulnerability of having somebody, hey, what's up? You know, somebody in that situation to where they know that the kid's going through some things and, you know, the reason why we go to these community meetings and stuff like that. I wish there was more stuff like that for the natives got together and we're like, hey man, we're here for the community, we're for the kids, we're here for the, because there is a lot of broken homes. There's a lot of abuse that goes on in these communities. And a lot of these kids are enduring this pain. And a lot of them, there's so many that unalive themselves over the embarrassment, the shame, and the just dealing with life. And it's women. I mean, it's males, females. A lot of these kids are going through it, man. And there's a lot of this behavior that does go on in these homes, these broken homes, and these people really need to speak about it. And I know it's a messed up situation. It's messed up talk that people don't really want to, hear about, talk about. They'll, you know, skip the whole thing. But this is something that when so many things come up about one person, man, definitely have to, you know, wave that red flag and be like, man, this person is fucked up. Don't hire him for this stuff. Don't get him around your kids. And and it sounds pretty crazy, just the certain things of like, of people letting somebody around your kids, around your wife, around your aunts, around your nieces, nephews, whatever. And it sounds like he's just straight up creep, man. And it's just sick. Um, I appreciate you guys tapping in, man. It's a it's a fucked up situation, man. It's really fucked up. And prayers to the victims, to the women that had to endure that stuff. And it sounds like years of abuse and trauma that has been handed down from this person. And prayers to those kids that that went to go take that drink with him, that went to go do drugs or whatever with him, and being an adult and being around those kids. And it's crazy. Like even as I was 23, 24, there was no need to hang around with kids. You know what I mean? There was no, hey, you guys want to come party with us? And it's like, nah, these kids, homie, they don't have no business coming out here hanging out with us, drinking with us, smoking weed with us, or any of that. You know, I don't care. Even hood parties too. Like who goes to house parties at that age? That's just it's crazy. I mean, I guess that type of person does, man. So I want to get into it before I go to work, man. I want to say something. I appreciate the homie hangout. I appreciate Listo. I appreciate all these people exposing. Even Gunner talking about it. I appreciate all these people that did speak about the situation, and I pray that you guys do keep on speaking about the situation because he's like, I'm not going anywhere. You guys ain't running nothing from nobody and all this crazy stuff, man. But Man, what's cracking, Iron Bear? What's going on, buddy? Just over here talking about the Pocho being a fucking weirdo. So let me see. I'm going to see if you're. I'm talking about the situations of the Native American community. Let's see. Maybe you want to jump on. See what's cracking. Got the stream right there, man. And I know my channel's not a big channel. It'll probably never be a big channel, and I'm fine with that. I'll never get monetized. I'll never, and that's not my goal. My goal is to show you how beautiful Native American culture is, how beautiful the bond that we have with the community, with nature, the community, how we unite with our cousins, our southern cousins from Mexico. Let's see. Let's see.
What's up?
Oh
What's up?
snap! Look who we got! Look who we got, you guys.
How you guys doing?
What's cracking?
Not much, bro. Hey, I can only jump on for a quick second. But I still want to jump on. You shot me the link, so I didn't want to, not jump on.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I was just doing a quick live talking about. I uploaded a video about that predator that's going on out there in the Santa Rosa area. That's been assaulting kids and stuff. There's a lot of exposure going on, man. And you know me, I usually don't like jumping into beefs or anything like that, bro. But I definitely wanted to speak my mind about because of our community. I know on your reservation there's missing and murdered indigenous women and people, and they target people with broken homes, people with alcohol abuse and trauma. And it seems like this person's been doing the exact same thing. And I appreciate the homie Hangout and Gunner and EBK and all these other all these other people exposing this person with this predator behaviors, bro. And I pray that it keeps going.
Oh yeah, no, definitely, most definitely. That's what needs to be. A lot of things get overlooked and swept under the rug because of the fact that it's not what the media want. You know what I mean? Especially with the indigenous women.
Yeah, most definitely.
That's not on their agenda. That's not on their agenda what they want done. So that's what it doesn't get done.
No, and then to see, and then I seen his. I watched one of his videos before I unfollowed him and got off social media with it. I was like, man, I ain't following this dude. This dude's sick, and it was just it's offsetting. I definitely, you know what I mean, when there's a pattern there for a homeboy to be targeting kids and women and all this other stuff and in that type of situation, man. There's if that's somebody's get down, you know what I mean. I don't want anything to do with that, and then I definitely don't want to click on any of his videos. Yeah.
How can you have anything to do with that? So then call yourself a respectable man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. And for somebody to be so trash like that and carry themselves like that, man, that's sick, dude. That's just, you know what I mean?
Way sick, bro. I mean, like, it's like this, man. You can go and run as much as you want, as long as you want, man, but it's still gonna catch up to you, shit like that. You know what I mean? If you got any skeleton like that in the closet, it's always gonna come to light.
Yeah, for sure. Even look what happened with Diddy, Harvey Weinstein, all these people that are using these tactics, the bully tactics, and then and now they're getting exposed, and now it's just like now it's like a domino effect. All these different people are talking about it and bringing these people to justice. And I pray justice is served for the victims of this guy because just watching I just finished watching the homie Hangout video right now, like the third time watching him, EBK, and a couple other people talking about this person, and that's not right, bro.
One thing too is that people forget about is the families too. Like, you got the victims, and then you got the families to those victims that they suffer too. You know what I mean? They suffer a lot because of the fact that they're backing their family up when nobody is. You know what I mean? They're going through that drama. They're going through the same stress and mental breakdown that the family members going through because they're right there with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, most definitely.
So if he was doing what they said he was doing, you know what I mean? For sure, that's one thing. One thing about that is, you know, he destroyed not just somebody's life, a couple people's life. You know, the family member, the family who did that, he did that too. You know what I mean? And from what I was
Yeah, for
hearing,
sure. I mean, like, we're
I
even
don't know if it's
affected by
true,
it.
but it's
Like,
supposed to be men and women and kids. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like that's a sick individual right there, man. Like, you know, and I seen him on a bunch of different podcasts. You know what I mean? And like I never followed him. You know, I never really
yeah,
got into his shit like that too much because the fact that how I just hear him talk about how he's trying to promote this, and that, and like for the goodness, and then talk shit about people, drag people
yeah.
under
You
the
can't.
bus.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? People like that would be doing positive shit. You know what I mean? Be trying to drag him under the bus, and then you know he'd be dragging people under the bus that people that was, you know, I would call fake flaunting. You know what I mean? Fake flaunting. You know, they can sit there and be like, "Oh,
yeah,
I'm doing positive," but yeah, they can snake diss somebody, talk shit to somebody, and not to their face, but behind their back. You know, on a video, like, come on, man, how's that positive? You still talking shit, talking
yeah.
shit. Either
Most
way the fuck you do it. You know what I mean? And a lot of
yeah.
people out here
And
doing
stirring
that.
up
You
a
know, a lot
bunch
of
of
people out here
shit.
doing that. Exactly. Like, how you gonna sit there and say,
Yeah,
"Oh,
they,
I'm
yeah,
putting
stirring
positive
up a
shit"?
bunch of shit, and
Exactly. You know, people want to throw shade on people and then be like, "No, that's not me. I'm positive. I would never do that." But yet, sneak to somebody. Man, you a bitch more than anything. You know, if you're gonna diss somebody. Don't fucking
all
sneak
right.
diss them. You know? To
Yeah,
me, you're more of a bitch than anything
yeah,
else. You're
sure.
more of a bitch than bitches. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You just get somebody you ain't got the balls
yeah,
to fucking say it to their face or say it. You know, to say it. You know, be 100% about it. Like fuck it, be 100, be 100. Like everybody said, I'm 100. I'm that one. Like fuck no.
yeah,
You know, there's very few
yeah,
people out here that really do the shit they're supposed to do. You know what I say they do. You know what I mean? A lot of people out here
yeah,
hate, and a lot of people out here are like, oh, I'm not a hater, but what the fuck they doing? You know what I mean? That's what they
yeah.
doing. They hate for sure. You know, and it's like, it is.
Yeah, they. I mean, yeah, because even like when I watched his video, then I checked on the comments, and like a lot of the stuff were deleted. And it seemed like fake profiles were like he was comment. He'll make a comment and then comment to himself, and you know, and then he was like, "Oh, these people are barely alive," and I was like, "Man, I mean, the audacity of this dude to make comments like that to be, you know, like I
Yeah.
understand trolling and all this. There's no rules to the game and all this other stuff, but." You know, he's, you know, then he'll comment back, yeah, facts, 100 facts, or whatever. This man, fuck this fool. And
Yeah,
it's
some
just,
bullshit,
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
and everything, you know, everything nowadays is like it's watered down. You know what I mean? Everything's watered down, and it's not the word I'm looking for. It's not what everybody makes it out to be. You know, they
no,
say one
no,
thing
it's
and
not.
they do another thing. You know?
Yeah. The way they act on the camera is totally different when they're in person. You know
Yes,
what I mean?
yes,
Me and
exactly.
you
You know
all
what I
been
mean? Like,
100. We hang out, we bullshit. We are who we are on camera and off camera. You know what I mean?
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
and
You know,
it's always been respectful. It's always been, you know what I mean. It's like you
I've
said.
never
If you got something to say it to my face. Or you should have said it when we're in arm's length. You know what I mean? You
exactly.
should
You
have.
know what I mean?
You should have told me when I was
All they
right
want
there
to
in
talk that
front of
shit,
you.
knowing that they never be on blank. You know? They
Yeah.
want to talk that
So
shit.
it's just like,
They want to talk that shit, living out of state, knowing that they'll never see you. You
yeah,
know what I
never see
mean?
you.
And
Yeah.
even if they see you, they can never see you. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man, you old ass fucking man. You know, get out of here with that shit. Get out of here with the old ass man. Get out of here with that shit. You know what I mean? You can't see me. Fuck it.
Yeah.
You couldn't even see
Yeah,
half of me,
man.
let alone me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Jay
it's
says, "What
crazy
up,
though, you know,
Indian?"
because these people out here, like I said, they out here like, you know, they are trying to make it seem like they're producing positive shit, which they are in a way. But in a way, if you say they were talking shit about somebody, but trying to produce, trying to say you're positive, but how positive are you? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
It's a lot of different people. You know, it's not just one. You know what I mean? Like you know, there's a few different people out here on the internet doing that shit. You know what I mean? And just like
Yeah,
a few different
for
people out
sure.
here doing that, there's a lot of people out here doing good too.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know, and it's
Yeah.
just you know, it's on you to pick and choose who you want to rock with and who you want to affiliate with. You know what I mean? And it's crazy. Like at one point in time, I remember everybody used to get along. Everybody used to get
Yeah,
along.
that
Everybody
was
was cool. Everybody was chopping it up, and that's when I felt like everything was cool, you know. And then one person, you know, gets some sour taste in somebody's mouth. Next, thing you know, it spread like wildfire. Wildfire.
yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. And it wasn't
You
even
know,
fun no more. Like even before the and I don't know if you got the beginning alive, but like I was saying, like in the I remember jumping on people's thing and like, oh, what are you doing here? Go back over to that person's live, and you
you
know,
feel
and then
me?
fighting with people in the comments, and people in the comments
It
talking
went
smack
from
too. And it's like, "Dang, ain't that
it went
serious,
from
bro? It's
joking.
just
It went from joking to like almost like fucking like it was a street gangbanging. You know, and it's like it's
yeah, it
dropouts.
was.
If not dropouts,
Yeah,
they you know they're not a bit about that gang life. You know what I mean? Everybody on those channels like, hey, myself, I'm not a dropout, but I've never been about that gang life. You know what I mean? I never claimed to say I was a Norteño or Sureño
yeah,
or even about that. You know what I mean? I'm Native American. That's all I am. That's all I've ever been. That's all I'll be. That's all I'll ever be. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Native American. I'll never be nothing else, and I'll never try to be nothing. I'll say I was nothing else. You know what I mean?
yeah, for
And,
sure.
and like,
And you know,
you know,
the whole thing with and the reason why I took offense to his actions, like I said, it's our community. These are women. These are, you know, the minors. You know, these are the stuff that he does is so deviant to where it's like, oh, it makes your stomach sick when you hear somebody being, you know, a kid
yes,
being assaulted or kidnapped or being drugged like that, or you know, hanging around some older dude just like to, you know, hey, come have a drink, and then you know, it was just it's just it's an ugly feeling because what I'm trying to share with people, the missing and murdered indigenous women and people, the stories, and then there's somebody that, you know, that's like that. And if you can expose somebody, you know what I mean? Even if it ends a relationship between friends or families and it, you know, because you know, I don't have anybody that I hung around with that acted that way. You know, it's but to be able to see like, hey man, up, you know, somebody on YouTube, and then the stuff, you know, that Rascal was saying that the guy was going to these different, how he met him was going to these community, um,
outlook or
what do you call it?
outreach team.
Um, yeah, the outreach, the children outreach, and all these gang, you know,
Yeah,
and these people and these kids are already going through it, and then for somebody to be like, "Hey, let's go have a drink, let's go do this, let's go," it's like, oh god, dude, like
yeah. You
that's
know, and you know what sucks too is like a lot of those kids are damaged kids. You know, I don't know how
yeah,
else to say it. I'm not trying to say talk bad about any kids at all. I'll never do that. You know what I mean? I just don't
yeah,
know what other word you use it. You know, the damaged kids who's either been like opposed to us. You know, like opposed to like other kids who walk middle life. You know, like they've been exposed to like gangs or they've seen the moms raped, beaten. You know
yeah,
what I mean? They unfortunately might have had that to them themselves. You know what I mean? And for somebody to come
yeah,
and take advantage of those kids that's already got through that shit like that, mothers, you know what I mean? Fathers just got through that shit. And from what I hear, he wasn't discriminating. He was into all any people. You know what I mean? And to do that, I mean, man, you
yeah,
gotta be a sick individual, man. You know, to fuck with somebody who's already been through some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, come on
yeah,
now, man. That's some bullshit, you know. And like I said, the family members,
yeah,
you know, like if that was me, you know, I wouldn't know what to do. I'd probably go crazy. You know what I mean? If that was one of my family members, I would probably not be set free as a free man. You know what I mean? I probably wouldn't be a
yeah,
free man right
exactly.
now.
Me too. Because it's,
You know, and so that's what I mean
yeah,
by all the other family members that are affected by it, other than the victim. You know, the victim family that are affected by it because they're like thinking in their fucking head like, hey, I'm gonna sniff this fool. I'm gonna, you know what I mean? I'm gonna snuff him. You know, fuck that shit. You know, or the ones
yeah,
that
most
can't,
definitely.
or fucking themselves like, dude, I can't believe that happened to my son, my daughter, my
Yeah,
wife, my mother. You know what I mean? Like it is sad. It's really sad that
it is.
he victimized them. You know what I mean? Like he preyed on them. You know, like, and drugged them and stuff. You know what I mean? And and you're out there supposed to be helping them. You know what I mean? How you gonna sit there help somebody and
Yeah,
then be drugging them and doing stuff like that? You know that's some bullshit right there. You know what I mean? Like they trusted you. You know they put
exactly.
their everything into you. You know by trusting you, by sleeping, you know thinking you could take care of them, thinking you had their back. You know you had the best thoughts in your heart. You know, but you really he not you but him. He really didn't.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then yeah, it's a fucked up situation all the way around.
It
And
is. You
like you
know.
said, these kids come from broken homes. You know, a lot of it's like the mother's on drugs and the dad's not around. The people been through that type of abuse and grow up in violence and it's they go to these conventions, they go to these group meetings to um
To give
guidance to
better,
help
yeah,
find a
get
different but
guidance.
different way. Then they run into somebody
You
like
know,
that to be able to
and you know what? The
and then
suicide rate too. The suicide rate right now is so high, and you gotta wonder why now. Why the people feel like they can't talk to somebody. They don't got nobody to talk to when people are supposed to be helping them doing this to them. You know what I mean?
yeah, most definitely.
You
Yeah,
know, they're
that's what
supposed
I
to be
was just
helping with
saying
their
too
rehabilitation.
before you jumped on that the Native American rate for them unaliving themselves is super high because of like you said, these kids they go through broken homes and a lot of them have like the weirdo dad or uncle or
Uncle,
whatever.
grandfather, even.
Yeah, and then
You
they
know what I
like you
mean?
said they don't have somebody to turn to because there's nobody there. And then
Yeah,
maybe they do
exactly. You know, and
run into
they don't
somebody
listen.
that's like Pocho, and then what happens? They're like, oh well, I'm here. Let's go have a beer. Let's go, and it's just like, what the fuck, dude? I come to you for help. And then
Yeah,
you
you know,
you're taking advantage, and if you assault me as well, like
yeah,
that's
exactly. You know,
and or
there was right here at a reservation here in the same county I stay in. I'm not gonna say the res, but there was a guy who worked at a boys you know boys girls club. You know what I mean? It's supposed to be helping them out, doing homework, taking them, on doing tournaments, basketball tournaments, baseball tournaments, all this and that, right? Come to find out, he's sleeping with three underage women. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, man. Yeah, it's like, what the? And what I mean underage, I mean like 12 and 13 underage, not just barely. You know
shit,
what I mean?
yeah,
Like babies underage.
that's
Like fucking babies.
that's
You know what I
just
mean? Like what the fuck?
then they get the
And
lowest. They get the lowest time for that too. They get
you know what the
probation,
fuck? I was just
slaps on the hand.
gonna. It's funny you say that, Lucky, because I was just gonna say he got 7 fucking years for three statutory rapes. He got 7 years, right? And two of the females they when asked why it happened, why I was doing it, they both said, "Well, he threatened to fire our dad if we didn't do this, and we had no other means of living, pretty much. Like the dad gets fired,
Yeah,
they had no food on the table. So they
they,
were to do something they had to do for their family. Their love for their family is what caused them to do that. You know what I mean? And it's like, how's somebody gonna feed off that? Really though.
yeah,
You're gonna feed off some of that, and then you're a native person, sit there and you're supposed to be, and then you be pouring water. You know what I mean? Saying the blessings.
yeah,
Like how you can sit there like that's like nowadays. How pretty much the meaning of that is the equal as that is a preacher. A preacher in a church doing that to the kids nowadays. That's the same thing this guy was doing. Said they were the EP, said they're pouring the water, pray, over the ancestors, praying with us, you know what I mean? And then going and doing that with the females, the young females.
that's
That
some
that is
dirty ass shit, man.
man. Yeah, it's yeah, and when people are like, I hear a lot of people, oh, preachers this, preachers that. Yeah, okay, yeah, but they ain't the only ones out there doing that. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like it's sad to say that the people out there that's supposed to be holding with native down. You know what I mean? Not just natives and Hispanics. You know what I mean? Not just Hispanics. Everybody. Like I believe there's somebody in each culture that's sitting there trying to say, "Oh, I'm a holy person," but really ain't. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure that you
Yeah.
could find somebody that did that at one point in time in history. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
And the sad thing about it is it's not going to stop. It's
No, it's
keep going
not.
on
This
right
is
now. Right now,
yeah.
as I speak right now, there's somebody, unfortunately, some young kid that's getting sexually abused right now.
Yeah,
Not just some
exactly.
young kid,
And then
some female, some male. Like like look what Pocho was doing. It wasn't just kids, from what I heard. You know what I mean? It wasn't just females either.
yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
that's exactly
I'm not gonna say that guy's guilty. Tell he's guilty, but at the same time, man, if he is, man, fuck, he needs to burn in hell. And if he
right
isn't,
for
man,
sure,
he
dude.
walk free. If he ain't
Yeah.
guilty, then it's just some trumped up shit, man. He walk free and not see jail. But if he fucking is, man, I hope he gets everything he got coming.
Yeah, there's too much of a pattern going on right there, bro.
Oh
To
yeah.
they
No,
can't
no, no, no. I would lean more towards that he did it,
yeah,
but I just don't want to. I just don't want to accuse. You know what I mean? Before knowing the whole get down, because I know how. Not in his situation, but I just know how it is. Your name being slandered. You know what I mean in the newspaper. Like
yeah, yeah, for
right now,
sure.
my family name's being really slandered right out here in the county. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna throw it out there. My brother, he just picked up a murder charge.
Oh dang.
Just 2 days ago. So right now in the county, my name is being slandered left and right on every social media and the newspaper. They're talking mad shit. You know what I mean about my family's name. Me too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm not the model citizen. I've had my my run-in with the law, and they're bringing my shit up. They're bringing everybody's shit up. And so I know how it
yeah,
is being slapped. You know what I mean? And a lot of shit they're saying isn't true.
yeah, man.
But if they say it is true, so
We'll talk about it all. We'll talk about it off of fucking
yeah,
YouTube.
yeah, 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 yeah.
You know what
I
I
just
mean?
wanted to
We'll
use
just look
that
up.
as
Yeah,
an example.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. Because an open case, man, it pairs to your brother and the victim too, man. And
Yeah,
it's
thank you.
and it's because their family's going through some stuff too, and
Yeah. Oh no.
when it comes to
And I pray. I pray
pain,
for the family.
they're gonna yeah.
I pray for the guy's family. You know what I mean? And that's one thing that people was like, oh, like like on Facebook. I've been saying prayers for them. You know what I mean? Prayers out to the family, and everybody's kind of like ask me, what's up with that? Are you trying to be asking me if I'm trying to be a smart ass? I'm like, come on, I would never do that to anybody.
Yeah,
If I didn't have nothing good to say, I just won't say nothing. I would never speak on the dead ever. You know what I mean?
yeah, for sure.
My dad would beat you out of his grave and beat the fuck out of me if I ever did that.
I don't like speaking on the dead either. People paid the price for whatever lifestyle they were living, and I've never been
Exactly.
the type to
And there's
even
a lot of
rival
people that
passed
got past
away.
me
You
that
know what I
don't need
mean?
to.
And it's just like,
Yeah,
well,
so that's why I would never speak that. But that's when people ask me, like, dude, I would never do that. Like, I tell them straight up, you don't really know me that good, huh? Like, I've known you this long, but obviously not that good because you think that's what I'm trying to be, smart ass. Thinking that's what I am because that's what I'm not. You know what I mean? I would never speak on, like when I say something, I genuinely mean it. You
yeah,
know what I mean? I'll never say nothing just to say it. Sit there and speak on somebody's name just to speak on it. If I say it, that means I mean it or I really believe that.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And and uh and I'm getting off topic. I apologize, but
No, you're good.
back
Yeah,
to
good
this
shit.
listening.
Yeah, you're good. No, we're just
Hopefully,
bringing up examples of
you know.
situations like you said. If somebody came and exposed this person, I'm glad whoever came and told on the like you said that dude that was acting like he was a medicine man and abusing these young kids and somebody needs to say something if something could really really
Yeah,
just it's and hats off to Listo and anybody else and all the people other people that
yeah.
on social
Everybody
media started coming out and talking
yeah.
about
Hats
this.
off to everybody. You know what I mean? Like hats off to everybody that's touching on this. You know what I mean? And plus, if you like me or not, like I don't care. I mean, I don't need you to like me, or I don't need to like you to respect what you're doing. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? But everybody that's doing this and putting this out there and not letting it be swept under the rug, shouts out to you. You know
yeah,
what I mean? That's much respect, and for me coming to me, it might not mean nothing, but it's there.
yeah.
You
And
know,
just
and, and like
Homeboy said, Like everyone needs to put their differences aside and start exposing this person. Start, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Don't worry about
exactly. You
ruffling
know, and not
feathers. Like,
just
I'm pretty sure
and
he's
not
gonna
just
have his little followers coming after me, and I don't care, bro. This
here's
is
what it
internet,
is though. You know what I
and
mean? Hey,
this is the
I'm a firm
internet.
believer. Hey, if you got haters on you, then you must be doing something right.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Hey, when I got haters that hating on me, I'm like, all right, I feel good. 'Cause I'm like, I'm doing something right. I must be doing my job. If they
Right?
hating on me, when nobody's talking shit about me and they hating on me, that's what I'm worried about. Shit. You
Yeah,
feel me?
definitely.
That's what I'm kind of
Yeah,
worried
for
about. I'm like,
sure,
all
for
right,
sure.
hey, these haters that keep my name in their mouth make me famous. Keep on hating. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, it's definitely. But like I said, I don't know Listo too well. I think I chopped it up maybe once or twice on IG. I chopped it up with EBK
Listo. I
before, and
don't think I know what you're talking
I
about, bro.
think
Listo who?
yeah, I got Rascal's phone number. And for somebody like that, he brought up a few subjects for the Native American communities of like the Leonard Peltier coming home, and he did a really good
Yeah.
background check on like the most of the stuff that he spoke on about Leonard Peltier, and I was really amazed by that. I thought that was
Oh,
really
Rascal?
cool, and I hope most of these other,
Yeah.
Chad Marks talked about him, that Blood on the Razor Wire, um, and he's such a huge
Um.
advocate for our people, for the Native American people, and
Yeah.
he's found, he didn't get
How long you gonna be on for, Lucky?
pardoned, huh?
How long you gonna be on for?
Probably about another like 10, probably when you get off, because I gotta start getting ready for work. I'm just doing a little something something before,
Okay. Yeah, I
before I
gotta
jumped
jump
up
off.
on.
Saying I was only be on for a quick second. I wasn't be able
Yeah,
too
man, I
long, but yeah,
appreciate
I
you,
gotta jump
brother, and
off.
yeah, just give me a call. Let me see. I usually wake up around like 4 or 5 in the evening, because I work graveyard shifts. So as soon as I come home, I zonk
All
out and
right.
go to bed, man. And I appreciate your time hopping on and speaking your mind too, bro. And let's see,
Yeah.
who exposed Pocho? Man,
Yeah, for sure,
Pocho
for
got
sure. You know.
exposed
Yeah.
by Listo. A lot of people, the victims, came out on
Who's
social
Listo?
media
Who's Listo?
before podcasts started picking it up. Uh,
Who's Listo, bro? I don't think I knew who that is.
yeah. Oh, the
Who's
pre-made
Listo,
packs
Lucky?
I just bought. I just bought some pre-made packs. About to start hustling them again, there, Jay. So I'm gonna about to start posting some more stuff about that. But yeah, I
Hey,
appreciate your
Lucky.
time, Iron Bear. You're, like I
Hey,
said,
Lucky. Who's Listo?
if you need, like I said, if you need to get away, man, come up here to Washington State, brother. My door's always open. Got your own room. Come kick or get
Yeah,
down. I'll
Lucky.
show you around mine. You showed me around your res. I'll show you around mine. You fucking go
That's
hang
right.
out,
Oh
bro.
yeah, yeah. Who
So
you said Listo? Who's Listo?
Listo from Upstate Point of View.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm
The
dyslexic.
Sereno,
I
the
know.
Sereno homie.
Yeah.
That's
Okay, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot.
yeah.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
He kicks
San
it
Jose.
with the EBK.
Yeah, he's from San
Yeah,
Jose,
San
right?
Jose dude.
Yeah. Okay,
Yep,
yeah, I
yep.
know what you're talking about. Yeah, for
Because
sure. Lucky,
hey,
I'll be in
I'm
contact.
coming back down to California. I had too
Yeah,
much
you know
fun
my
down
door's
there,
always
bro.
open,
And
bro.
to come down there for pleasure this time and get to go hang out, and you know what I mean. This time I'll have my
Yeah, oh
kids. You
yeah,
got your kids. Go out, go have a
yeah.
blast. San Jose. Go down to go
Yeah.
down and go see Crusted. Maybe you know what I mean.
Yeah. Last time I went to the concert last time, huh? Yeah, me, and my lady, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Went
Yeah,
to.
we went to the concert. Yeah, okay, yeah, I remember. Okay, yeah, I was,
I didn't
man.
have enough money to go with you guys. I was like, no, I'm good. I'm too poor for that right now.
Oh yeah, I feel it,
But
man.
I have fun, man. I had fun, bro. All right, much love and respect,
Yeah. We
Iron
did,
Bear.
man.
I'm gonna go
Fun.
ahead and tap out too, man.
Yeah, all right,
I
bro. You have a
appreciate
good
you
one. Hey,
hopping
much love
on,
and
and
respect to
anybody
everybody
else
on,
else that I think I'll go live tomorrow. Yeah, I'll probably go live tomorrow, but yeah, just give me a call tomorrow, like around 5, and we'll chop it up. And
all right.
man, prayers
I
to your
definitely
brother
will,
and
bro.
everybody, and I'm sorry you're going through that shit, man.
Thank you, bro. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right, you guys have a good
So,
one. Good night, everybody.
all right, good night, everybody. You guys have a good one. All right, late.